Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Mike, and I'm sitting down with Amanda, who's playing Shula Dawnflower in the upcoming Tabletop Tavern 2. So today we're here to get a little information from Amanda on her character, her experience in tabletop RPGs, and just a little information so that we can give the community a sneak peek into what's going to happen. Amanda, how long have you been playing tabletop RPGs?
I've only been playing for about 9 years now. I got a little bit of a late start in life. I didn't actually know anybody that played while I was growing up.
Okay.
I wish I had, though, because it's one of my favorite things to do. So I wish I had played my whole life.
Yeah. And that's one of the problems with a lot of people is the accessibility and not knowing how to start or where to go to get started. So, I mean, it's a very common thing. And I'm glad we found you, so now you get to play with us.
Me too.
How did you actually get into your first game or TTRPGs in general?
Actually, through my ex-boyfriend. He was really into tabletop RPGs, especially D&D.
Okay.
But he did introduce me. My first campaign was Pathfinder, and it was definitely the best thing that I got out of that relationship.
Excellent. You got that in the break.
Yeah.
So outside of TTRPGs, have you ever done any role playing?
No, I haven't. I've always been interested. I don't live in really a big enough city where I feel like there's a LARP presence, but
Okay.
that I would absolutely love to do that someday.
Awesome. So you mentioned Pathfinder in D&D. What systems have you used, and do you find yourself gravitating towards one more than the other?
Definitely Pathfinder is by far my favorite. I've played probably a dozen different campaigns through that system.
Okay.
I have done a campaign of Starfinder, which I loved because I'm a huge sci-fi and space nerd, so that was really interesting.
Okay.
I've done a campaign in Dungeons and Dragons 3.5.
Okay.
But I've dabbled a little bit in 5th edition, but just I think as a one-off.
Okay.
And then I've also played Fate, if you've heard of that too.
I have heard of Fate, but I've never actually got to play the system. So
yeah, it's really interesting. It's definitely more open world, less structure, less rules, I guess you could say. And I really enjoyed that aspect of it.
excellent. So which cast member do you think your character will gravitate towards, and which character do you think your character will have the most conflict with?
It's a really good question. I don't think that she's going to have any conflict with any of the cast members because she is a very peaceful person. She's good. She sees the good in everybody, especially considering the way that she was raised, which you'll find out about.
Okay.
But as far as who she might gravitate towards, I would say probably the spellcasters. So
Okay.
probably like our sorcerer.
Okay.
Because she can, and maybe our druid too, because she can relate to them on that level.
Excellent. Can you share a few details about your character without ruining the whole story? But give our avid listeners a little bit about your character to get them ready for the campaign.
Yeah, well, her name is Shula Dawnflower. She is an oracle, and she follows Serenray, who is a deity of justice and fire, and obviously a good deity, not evil.
Yep.
And she has had a very interesting background that has led her to be a follower of Serenray, and I'm sure that will come out during the campaign. But she experienced, long story short, she experienced a lot of trauma as a young girl.
Okay.
And it's really her mission to go out and help others in the world. And I think that that's very reflective of who I am as a person, a little bit of my personality.
Okay.
I always like to help people and make people happy and do whatever I can in that way. And she's very, very similar to that.
Excellent. And I think, I think the best characters out there that I've seen played are when people take a little bit of that personality and put it in that character, because it's not a reach at that point. You're playing, predominantly yourself doing something epic, so I'm excited
Right.
to see that. And I know the rest of the cast is going to be excited to see that. What are you most excited for in the upcoming campaign?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to role play. I love role playing so much.
Okay.
I love playing another character, doing a story, and being able to do it with you guys. You guys are amazing,
Oh, thank you.
and I think it's going to be a wonderful time.
I completely agree. It's gonna. I'm excited to be a player in this, and yeah, since I've been a DM for the last couple of years, so this is. I'm really excited to play with you and the rest of the cast, and I wanted to thank you for coming on and talking to me today, giving our community a little bit of insight into Shula Dawnflower. And on April 1st, we're going live at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll see you all there.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amanda.